Hi. So today we're going to do third grade, and it's the fourth week of April, and we're doing math. We're going to start with reviewing how to do long division with the stamp game. And the problem that we're going to do is this one. 672 divided by 28. So we're going to write it down. Okay. 672 divided by 28. I'm going to move this now, but you can still see the problem, so take your time to write it down. And we're going to start by making the dividend. The dividend is our field that we are growing corn or grass or some kind of crop in, wheat. The divisor is this little guy. He's the worker. And he's the one that's chopping that big field into groups. And every time, that's why we have this scythe shape. Every time he uses that scythe, the group is equal. It's about the same amount every time. So just imagine that field, imagine your crop getting chopped into groups. You've got a big field. We need to make the field, which is a dividend, okay? And it's 672. We're going to start with the 2 units. You guys are just watching this. We didn't send stamp games with you. It's just to refresh your memories. We're going to do the tens, and there's 7 tens in 672. And then the hundreds. And there's 6 of those. 2, 4, 6. Okay. Now, I really don't want to make just groups of 28, because that's going to mean we're going out the door with all these little groups. We're going to come off the table, end up on the floor. That's too much. So we're going to ask ourselves, can we take that 28 and make a 10 of it, a 10 of 28? And the answer is, yeah, we can. We've got enough stuff to do that. So we're going to get this little blue guy to represent a 10 of 28s. Blue is for tens. And a 10 of 28s, you add a 0 to 28. What's that? Good, 280. That's 28 with a 0. So we're going to do 200 and then 2, 4, 6. I've only got 1 10 left. I'm going to sell 100 and get 10 tens. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I kept them a tiny bit away from this guy because I didn't want to get confused. Now I can put them with that guy. And we need a couple more over here. We're trying to make 280. We've got 200, 220, 40, 60. So a couple more. There we go, 280. Can we do it again? Yeah, we've got enough stuff to do this again. So we're going to get 2 more hundreds. And we can make 80 again. 2, 4, 6, 8. All right. So we made 280 twice. Can we do it again? No. All right. So we're done making it tens of times. We're going to go get a little green units guy. And he's going to go right about here. And we're going to make 28 units of times. We can't make 28 any more tens of times. So we're going to make 28 with what we've got. Uh-oh, I don't have enough tens, so I'm going to sell this 100 and get 10 tens. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And now I can put them with that guy. Now I'm trying to make 28, and I've got enough 10s, but I've only got 2 units. I'm going to sell a 10 and get 10 more units. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. And there they are. And I kept them a tiny bit separate than those ones just so I don't get mixed up, but now I'm going to put them together. And now I'm going to make 28, which is a unit of the divisor, which is 28. All right? 28 has 2 10s and 8 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I do it again? I think so, but I need more units. I'm going to sell another 10 and get more units. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Put them with those ones. Make 28. 28. 2 10s and 8 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I do it again? Yeah, but again, I'm starting to run out of units, and I got to sell another one of these 10s. Goes to the bank, and I get 10 units again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to put them with those ones. I'm going to make 28. 1, 2 for the 10s and 8 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I do it again? Yes, I can. This is probably going to be our last time, though. 2 10s. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units. Okay. We made the divisor fit into the dividend 2 10s of times. That's up here. 280 is a 10 of 28. So we did it 2 10s of times. 1, 2. And how many units of times did we make it fit? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units of times. So going back to where you wrote it, put 2 in the 10s in your quotient, and put 4 in your units of your quotient. And then we can say 672 divided by 28 makes 24. Now we're going to do the exact same problem, and this time I want you to get some paper and do it with me. I'm going to put away the stamps and do it with no materials. So same problem, 672 divided by 28. And remember, this is our dividend. This is our divisor. Okay. We can ask ourselves, will the divisor fit into the dividend if we make it a 10 of times? Well, I want you to write 28 with a 0, because that is a 10 of 28. You just add a 0. Will that fit into this dividend? Yes, it will. Who thinks it'll only fit once? Good, I'm glad. None of you put your hands up. Who thinks it'll fit more than once? It might fit 2 or 3 times. Let's go ahead and try 3 times. So we're going to write an algorithm, 280 times 3. Three times 0 is 0. 3 times 8, 8, 16, 24. Put the 4 units of tens in the tens column, and the 2 tens of tens have to wait in the attic or the basement of the hundreds column. Back to your 3, because that's your multiplier. 3 times 2, 2, 4, 6, plus the 2 that's waiting in the basement, 7, 8. Too big. So we should probably try it just 2 times. So we're going to write another algorithm. 280 times 2. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 8, 8, 16. 16 has 6 units of tens and 1 10 of tens, which has to wait because a 10 of tens is the same as 100, and there's other hundreds waiting up here. Back to your multiplier, 2 times 2, 2, 4. Plus the guy in the basement makes 5. This will fit. It is not too big. So go ahead and put 2 tens of times up here in the quotient and write this number, which is 2 tens of 28. That's called your product. Write that right here so we know what's left. 560. Now, when I was doing it with the stamps, you could see the stamps that were still left. We have to do a takeaway to figure it out. We have to figure out what's left, and the only way to figure out what's left is you have to do a takeaway. So we're going to put a little takeaway sign, make a line, and we're going to do 2 take away nothing is 2. 7 take away 6 is 1. And 6 take away 5 is 1. Okay, this is what you have left, and you're still going to see how many times you think 28 will fit into what's left. You know it can't fit any more tens of times, because when we made it 3 tens of times, that was too big. That won't even fit into our dividend at all, okay? So we're going to do it units of times now. So if you sort of think in your head how many times you think 28 would fit into that, a good guess might be 3 or 4 or 5 times, right? Let's try 5 times. 28 times 5. Your multiplier is 5, so 5 times 8, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. Put the 0, but the 4 tens have to wait. Back to your multiplier, 5 times 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Don't forget about that guy. 10 plus 4 is 14. Put the 4 units of tens in the tens box, and then the 1 10 of tens becomes 100, and you've got 140. It's a little too big. Won't fit. So let's try 28 4 times. There we go. Write your algorithm. Make your lines for your product. And go to your multiplier. 4 times 8. 8, 16, 24, 32. Put the 2 units in the units box, but The 3 10s have to wait because you've got some other 10s upstairs. So put them in the basement or the attic. Back to your multiplier, 4 times 2. 2, 4, 6, 8. Plus 3. Don't forget about those guys. Plus 3, so 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 has 1 unit of 10s and 1 10 of 10s, which goes in the hundreds column. Aha! I think we found how many times 28 fits into what's left. Look at that. So you're going to take that 4 and put it up here in the quotient. And then you're going to write what it made underneath what's left and do a little takeaway. 2 take away 2 is nothing. 1 take away 1 is nothing. 1 take away 1 is nothing. Perfect. So 28 fits into 672 24 times. Thank you for doing that with me. And this was a pretty long lesson, so you don't need to do another one with Mommy and Daddy. I would like to tell you a little story because that's been requested. An Easter story. When I was a little girl, we used to go all kinds of places to hide our eggs. And one time we were on a little vacation in Cornwall, which is, if you think about England, England is an island. Cornwall is way down at the very end of the island, and it sticks out into the ocean, and it's beautiful. It's got these farms and these old stone walls, and it's got these just windy, beautiful, open areas, and a rocky, jaggy coast. We decided to hide our eggs at a prehistoric village called Chichester. And the homes were these holes dug in the ground, and then the ancient people put stones around the top of the hole and sort of mounded the stones up to make a little hut. And you'd kind of crawl in there, So we hid our eggs around that beautiful prehistoric village. And right around the time that it was time to look for the eggs, this crazy storm blew in from the ocean. The sky turned black, and then these massive hail was just tumbling down. It hurt, it stung, these massive balls of hail. So we ran and took shelter in a prehistoric hut that was about 3,000 years old. And you know what? I said thank you to some prehistoric Neanderthal that built that 3,000 years ago, because otherwise my skin was hurting from the hail. We never did find all the eggs. I'm pretty sure the hail smashed some of them, but it didn't matter because we got shelter in a 3,000-year-old hut.